What if she can't handle herself?
Then she gotta go. Like, what do you mean you can't handle yourself? You're a whole adult. If you can't go to a function without getting into an altercation as an adult, that's already a problem. Regardless of male or female, you gotta get up. You gotta get out of my life, because you're just gonna cause some type of trouble. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the NOA podcast. Speaking as your co-host Tyler here, my man Trey.
You.
Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate all the support you guys continue to show us. You can find us on Instagram. It's going to be NOA_podcast. You can also find us on TikTok at NOA Podcast 1 and at NOA Podcast 2. We are available on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. Just type in NOA Podcast. We're the first thing that pops up. We also have other YouTube channels. We have NOA Reacts, which is our reaction page. We have NOA Adventures, which is our vlog page. And we also have NOA Podcast Clips for those who can't watch the whole podcast through.
True.
So please make sure you check those out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the main NOA Podcast YouTube channel as well for exclusive content such as the Wednesday show. Let's get into it. Trey, hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you?
Can't complain.
You know, I think TikTok's gonna be gone soon.
Apparently, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like banned or something like that
Like next year or something, I think.
in 2025. Is it official? Like are they actually
I
going?
think they're pushing through like last legislations, but it looks like it's gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah. So, at least in February of
And
next
this is
year.
all because China didn't want to sell it to an American company.
Yeah, no, they just don't want to.
They want to keep it on their shit.
So, it should be an interesting development for all the TikTokers out there in the future. I don't think
Damn,
you'll be able to use it in America no more.
Well, now it wasn't come banned, but what I think is going to happen is they're just going to make another.
Another TikTok?
Like an American company is
will
going to
just
make
make a
a TikTok-esque app. And I think that's because that's kind of like what happened. Like Vine was big and then it fell off. And then what's the next big thing after Vine?
I think what's going to actually happen, not a new TikTok's going to be made, but YouTube, Instagram, and all the other places that are doing stuff that TikTok's doing is just going to multiply off of it.
I think, yeah, because more people are going to now post on
Those things.
those things.
Yeah.
But I do also think, too,
Because it's like killing off your competitor in a way.
yeah, but now that leaves
There's a reason why when shorts became popular, now you can do them on YouTube and shit.
yeah. But that, I feel like that leaves like TikTok's gone, now there's another competitor. Like it leaves an empty spot that I feel like somebody would come in and
I think the major players are just going to, I think.
will monopolize.
Yeah, they're
essentially,
just
and
going to take that, yeah. Why let anybody else come in and
well,
play?
it's not up to them, it's up to the people. I have a feeling they didn't let TikTok come in. TikTok just took off. And then at that point, it's like, this is just what it is. And because of TikTok, YouTube and Instagram started to do the whole reels and shorts and stuff because of the popularity that TikTok got.
Yeah.
So they basically just like took that shit and it worked for them. And I definitely do think they're going to get more people now on the platform.
Okay. But if someone were to start that anew, right, you're going to provide the exact same services already YouTube and those other places provide. So that's why I'm saying the major companies, they'll just take up the majority of the fan base
But
from.
let's say if American TikTok was a thing, someone made an American version, that's still its own. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube is still, yes, it has shorts, but it's still long form.
Yeah, but you can get the shorts.
Instagram is, yeah, but there's no place just for shorts. If Instagram made like a YouTube Shorts app and it was just shorts, cool. But there's no like just shorts app. The only shorts app there is basically TikTok. That's really what it is.
But do you really need a place just for shorts when you have a place that has both shorts and long form content? You could do both.
Yeah, but you don't get the exposure from a YouTube that a TikTok was. I mean, like look at us. We've been posting this podcast, doing all this work for mad long.
Oh, so you're talking on the more of a content creator sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it's creator and consumer. I think it's both.
I was thinking more along the lines of consumer sense. Like you can see anything from anywhere. You can see it from YouTube. You can go on Instagram.
Yeah,
you can
of
go on
course.
Facebook. All those things.
So then why do people still go on TikTok now then?
Because TikTok is just popular. So that's what started it.
But I don't
essentially.
think
That's kind of like what I'm thinking.
But I'm also still thinking like just because there's YouTube and all this other stuff doesn't mean you can't watch. You know what I'm saying? Because even now with TikTok, people still choose
Just
to
because
watch
there's YouTube doesn't mean you can't watch TikTok.
doesn't mean that just because you watch YouTube doesn't mean that if there's a new app that comes out that you won't go and check that app out and create an account and look at it.
That's
Because
it's a
if that's-
possibility
because of
that's
it-
true for some
because-
people, but I would say for the majority, because people are so comfortable with what they're at. Because think about Rumble, right? Rumble is like the competitor of YouTube, and yet they're still not as popular as YouTube because people are just so comfortable with using YouTube as a platform already.
But-
Rumble provides the exact same thing that YouTube does.
Yeah.
But people are just like, well, there's no need for me to go over to something new if I already have what works for me. So why even bother?
Yeah, that's true, but why even bother? Because it still plays. It might not work for you, which is fine. And Rumble isn't as big as YouTube.
Yeah.
It also hasn't been around as long as YouTube. So,
YouTube. Yeah, of course.
but I still think there's some things that like Rumble provides that YouTube doesn't. Like Rumble isn't censored. You could damn near say anything you want on Rumble,
and that is one
and they're
of
not
the-
gonna.
that is one
And
of the
because of that,
things,
some
yeah.
people, because of that,
Some
people
people
are going
will
to
go to, yeah, true,
I'm not necessarily saying whatever this new app is going to outdo YouTube, Instagram. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that because TikTok is gone, it leaves a hole for somebody to kind of fill, to create a TikTok-esque type of. You know what I'm saying? Because TikTok is damn near Vine. Vine was just a bunch of short little videos.
Yeah.
And then they made TikTok, which is a little bit more easier. You could just swipe up.
So you think someone's gonna make a specific app for that?
I think they're probably gonna make somebody. It might even be YouTube. YouTube might be like, yo, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Talk, or something stupid like that. And like they put
YouTube Talk.
and it's them. So like I do think somebody.
All right. Well, I see your argument. I guess there is a possibility. I just don't think it's gonna happen because like how corporations work. You don't want competitors kind of coming into the game if you're already. They're gonna take away the money away. You want the viewers. So what you're gonna do is now that TikTok is gone or will be gone, you essentially come in and you essentially monopolize and take over.
But I think-
their lost shares or however it works.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think and all until something new comes in.
Yeah,
So like because
That is the whole
that's
point
what they
of
did. Yeah, because like Vine came in
Vine
and they
music,
went, and then what did YouTube and them do? They probably monopolized because no one was posting on Vine anymore because you couldn't. So they monopolized, and then TikTok came, and because of this popularity, you can't control. And I do think some of it also has to do with the creators themselves, because if you have more people on the platform that's creating a whole bunch of stuff, they're probably posting it on YouTube as well and putting. But they're also telling you, hey, I have check me out here, check me out here. I'm posting all these videos there. So I think if a lot of creators go to one place, the fan bases of those creators are now also going to follow them.
That is true. That is true
So-
because some of those major corporations get like creative contracts with
Exactly,
with the
yeah.
creators. Yeah.
So like if all of a sudden Kim Kardashian was like, hey, I'm going to be on this new platform, a decent amount of her fans are probably going to go onto that platform. And I would say this, I feel like TikTok provides, and if another platform manages to provide this, then I think it'd be very helpful. But TikTok provides the fact that like you could be nobody and like kind of go viral. I feel like it's harder to do that on YouTube, and I feel like it's harder to do that on Instagram. But like literally, I poured chocolate milk on my face and got like 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I posted that same reel on fucking Instagram, and nigga, like less than 500 people saw it. So like it's just completely completely
it doesn't
different.
have the reach.
It doesn't have the it doesn't have
the
that
reach
same.
that TikTok has.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot more people, a lot more people will subscribe to your TikTok than they will to your YouTube and to your Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. Unfortunately, for a lot of people though who make their money off of it, it's
I mean, they're gonna lose money.
yeah. Times are ticking. So I would suggest that they find other ventures. Be smart.
I wish China just sold it.
Nah, no way they would do that. They make too much money.
I know they're not.
It's
gonna
also
do
their
it.
baby, bro.
I know they're not gonna do it.
It's like giving away a
it's just
golden
one,
goose.
It's also just one country, just North America.
Exactly.
I guess it's legal in all the other countries. Like, why? Would
There's like 190 something out there.
type shit. And it's like, yo, just one country don't fuck with it.
Yeah. It's like now we gotta shut down the whole company now because one country doesn't. Because America doesn't like it. We can't do it. No
Yeah,
more.
we gotta shut it. We gotta
shut it down. Turn everything off.
Yeah,
Turn everything
facts.
off. Lights off. All right, but you want to get into the
Question of the day.
Yeah, question of the day.
So today's question is: if you found out the exact date of when the world is gonna end, what would you do? What would you do? Would you tell anybody? Would you keep it to yourself? What would be the last things you would be doing coming up to the end of the world?
Did you find out how?
Nah, you just found out.
You just found out a date.
Yeah. You just found like the whole world's gonna end this date. So let's say it was like September 7th.
So, and does it happen to when with this date? Does it happen to be the current year that you would be living in at that time, or is it like years down the line?
Let's say years. Let's say like years down the line.
Okay.
But you know that you're still going to be, the chances of you being alive during it happening is still very, very plausible.
Plausible. Yeah. Oh, okay. So within my time then.
Within your time.
So
like let's say
it could be like next 40 years, but like it's still
let's
within
say
my
it happened
time.
in 2050. But like let's say September 7th, 2050.
Yeah.
9 out of 10, you'll be 50.
Exactly.
Now, you would think that you would probably live to 50 years old, and so you'll be like,
So
there,
yeah, so I would see that day.
you will see that day.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's gonna come across your path either way.
Essentially. Okay. Oh man, it's tough. I'd probably just continue living my life the way I was, just regular. I don't think I would tell anybody though.
You won't tell nobody?
Nah, because people would think I'm crazy.
People
No one would believe me. Who would believe you? If you're the only person who knew when the world would end, who would believe you? What government out there wants you getting that information out in the first place?
That's fair, but I don't think the government will censor you.
The government might take you out completely.
You think so?
Be like, listen, man, you gotta go.
I think they'd only take you out if you're stirring that much noise. I think people are gonna have to start to believe you a little bit in order for them to be like, yo, this guy's like a danger to society. If you were just a random dude and no one ever watched your videos or listened to you, they'd just be like, they just let
But
you
how could one even prove that you know this? Like, what, you just wake up one morning, you got a dream last night, this is the date? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I guess. Or someone found out. Crazy enough, I got this from a fucking movie from the Transformers.
Really?
And in their scenario, it wasn't that they knew the date. Like, it wasn't that, but essentially, like, all right, the good guys and the bad guys, you already know. They basically both after this one key. If the good guys get the key, then all the Autobots can now just go back home.
Okay.
If the bad guys get the key, then they're going to destroy Earth. they're going to completely, like, just blow up Earth. So I'm basically...
That's so drastic.
Yeah.
So really, like...
Because they basically live off of eating other planets.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
Like, Earth would be the next one.
It's almost some really, like, hive mind type stuff.
So then I was kind of thinking, well, like, if the bad guys get the key, like, imagine basically, like, being a part of that and the bad guys got the key and now you're like...
Oh, so you're just like a regular civilian, like just not even a part of the movie itself, just like someone in Dubai or just in China. And then this is going off wherever that movie is. They don't get the key and then the world ends, kind of like that.
Nah, well, like, what?
So the way I was thinking about it, you're saying from that analogy that you said from the movie, you're thinking of it like, what if you were just a human being in that situation?
Exactly.
And you just didn't know.
Not even that in my scenario, you know.
You find out.
You know,
find out.
yeah. So you could be rolling with the aliens if you want and you found out if you want to use that particular situation. Or you could say, like, someone told you or a different alien or different being might have told you. But anyway, you know the exact date and you know it's true.
Yeah, and I think I'd try to live my life. Because I also know what I'm possibly going to die now, too.
Yeah, well, it would be definitely that.
Yeah, because the world's going to end, so.
So you just won't tell nobody?
Nah, I think I'd keep it to myself.
You wouldn't tell friends, family, none of that?
I mean, what good would it be telling anybody, right? Because if the world ends, it ends for everybody.
True.
So I tell you what you're going to do.
How
Are
would
you
you
going to try to,
spend-
like, prepare for the world ending? Like,
How would you spend your last week?
my last week? With loved ones, probably. Yeah, just hanging out with people I like. Hanging out with people I like. Probably just really just living in nature, trying to just explore the world, not caring about bills anymore. I'm like, I don't need to pay these.
Yeah, I'm not working.
Because I was like, what's the point?
I'm not working.
There's no point.
type shit.
Like,
Nigga said, what are you gonna do? Fine me, nigga? My credit score's gonna go down?
I wouldn't
We're
care.
all gonna go down.
Exactly. I'd live very free at that point. 'Cause it's just like, well,
So you probably would just spend money. The money that you just.
yeah, it just means nothing at that point. However, I would say this: I'd be extremely upset if I were to
Like blow all your money and then like come that day
wake up the next day
and like you're still there.
I'd be tight. I'm like, yo, bro, who
It's like
did-
September 7th comes around and you're just like, yo, so when is
I'd be upset, man.
this? Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, I'd be
because then you'd be lost your job.
I'd be broke. I
You'd be
lose
broke.
my job. Everything for
Type shit.
a myth.
Credit hurt. Everything. It'd be rough.
What would you do?
I'm actually with you. I wouldn't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably just keep it to myself. You're right. No one really would believe you.
No one would believe you, man.
It'd be very hard.
No one would believe you.
It'd be very hard to kind of persuade a bunch of
Especially
people.
with all the shit that happens today.
Yeah.
The
Fake news
misinformation,
and stuff
fake
like that.
news. No one would believe that.
And also, there's been many times. Like apparently, the world was supposed to end in 2012.
Exactly. It's happened before.
Eclipse was supposed to be the end of the world, and here we are, like a month later.
Yep.
So I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd probably just keep it to myself. I wouldn't even tell family or friends. Or
Yeah. Now, why bother them with that stress of knowing? Why burden them with that? Oh my God! Now I have to worry about the world ending. No, you don't.
Well, I guess you really don't even really gotta worry because it's
Some
gonna
people
happen.
will, regardless.
It's gonna happen, so just accept it.
I know, but some people will, regardless. Like, not everyone has that mentality to handle. Well, it's gonna happen, you know. So you just can't. So just don't tell them at all. Just only you, because you can handle it. Just like, all right, well, I'm just not going. You know.
All right, that's fair. But yeah, I still won't tell nobody. And then my last week, I just be having fun. I spend time with my family, my loved ones, but I'm blowing money.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, bro. I'm blowing money. I would like to travel. Definitely like the last like month or 2 months. I'm like quitting my job.
Would you go anywhere specific?
Probably somewhere overseas. It depends. I'm also thinking about this. Like, I would be in this scenario. I'd be an older man.
Yeah,
So
you're in
I
your
would
50s.
I would like to think that
You probably traveled
by
already.
that time I already traveled.
Yeah,
So
so-
at that point, it's either I might go somewhere I've never been, or maybe I'm like, damn, I really like this spot, so I'll go back there and chill there.
What if let's kind of change up the scenario for a second. What if you find out the date, but it happens to be way before or way after you're here? So like you're no longer here no more. It's just like
So like it's like in like the year 3000.
yeah. Do you still not tell anybody, or do you try to like write a book about it?
I definitely don't. Tell
Yeah,
I'm definitely at that point. I'm like, yo, it doesn't even,
it doesn't even concern me.
I'm gonna be dead way before then. So like, it's not even my problem.
I might write a book.
Y'all figure it out.
I'd write a book. I'd write
Wow,
a book.
you would write a book and
I'd write a book,
publish
say
it
that
and,
the world would end on this day, publish it, and then just of course when I die, when the day comes and that world does end, people are like,
you
oh
could
my
just
God.
make a video if you don't want to.
Nah, because that might not stick around as long.
What do you
Books seem to last the time.
Same damn near with the internet and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, everything you post, you can find videos.
Chances are the world will be very globalized when it's 2000.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so like, I think
there's
it'd
a
be
chance.
there might not even be books no more. We out here fucking with AI now.
Nah, I think we'll always have books.
Yeah, but you could burn books.
I mean, yeah, but you could always destroy.
I guess a video, or
Yeah.
something, but it's still out there. If you post it on all social media platforms.
Yeah, but
it's
all
out there.
right, but if society were to end, there's no social media platforms to post it on. So what do you?
Well,
have?
first and foremost, if society ends, it doesn't matter because there's no. You could write a book, but if the world explodes, bro, it doesn't matter. Like that book is no one's gonna ever read it or ever see it.
Yeah, that's true. No one would see anything. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point. So like, even a video doesn't matter.
Cause like ask yourself, right? Is it instantaneous? Like the minute that day happens, the world just blows up.
Maybe not.
Because if that
Could be.
Because if that is the case, then who would even? Nah. People would have read the book throughout that time.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, so they would have. They would have.
They would know you like in memory.
It would just be.
Other than that, yeah. And it would also just be the people who've read it. So it's like it's not like I guess your legacy will continue on.
Yeah, because it came true.
Everyone's dead. It's like-
There's really there's no one to dispute the claim or
Exactly.
to say I was
There's no one
wrong
to
or I
pass
was
it.
right.
There's
to,
no one to pass us on.
to
There's
pat
not
me
gonna
on the
be.
back and say
There's not gonna be different generations. Like nah, bro. There's no planet anymore. Like we're cooked.
We're a star system now at that point. That's just shit. Yeah.
Basically. Basically.
All right, fair enough. Well, this is an interesting topic that I kind of want to go into. Bumble. It was notorious for being the feminist app, being the one where the women get to.
The females hit up the men.
Yes. And I forgot when it came out, but it came out a little bit after Tinder.
Yeah.
And now they've completely changed. Now it's the other way around. They've now made it
So
where
now
men-
the man,
yeah,
is it now they both can?
they both can. Yes.
So the man can start it or the female can
So
start it?
essentially, from what the gist of what I got was, the girls can pick from a list of talking topics, and then it'll auto send that to the guys, and then it's for the guys to make his reply.
So they still hitting up dudes first, essentially.
Essentially, but you have to. But it's not like you're making the message yourself.
Oh, they give them default?
Yeah. But the guy has to make the message.
You know what's
himself.
crazy? Tinder does that too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I haven't had Tinder in a couple months, but when I did have it, I noticed it was like it wasn't like that before. And then when I downloaded it and I looked at it, it gave, like, when I clicked on the, like, hit up a shorty, it like gave me a prompt question that I could have used.
Do you remember what it was?
No.
No.
Like, come on, bro. And they gave me like a prompt, whatever. So they're like, it's the same shit with Bumble. They just give you the answers, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah, that's what they're doing now.
So the females still are hitting up the dudes first. All right, then.
Is it really though?
Yeah, because they still have to send it out. Because it seems like the man still can't hit her up first. She still has to send.
No. You can hit up first.
Oh, now you can?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like for them, there's no creativity of you actually having to text.
Nah. I mean, but is that option also for the men too?
No. For us, you have to come up with something.
Nah, there's no way.
What do you mean? There's no way.
I think they would.
No,
I think they would. Because if Tinder did it, why would Bumble all of a sudden?
because Bumble's not Tinder.
Yeah, well, Bumble wasn't Tinder. They wouldn't open it up for the man to hit him up. Bumble damn near is losing its whole, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's lost a decent
like
amount of money.
The whole point of
It's
that's what set Bumble apart.
Yeah.
Was the fact that the females hit up the dudes first.
yeah.
Once you open up, what are you now? Like you lost your whole
Shtick.
type shit. Like that was the whole point of Bumble. The females hit up now that both can.
That's what they chose to do, man.
Like you lost your.
They are losing a decent amount of money because of it, and a lot of people have chosen not to. People in general, which I'm very happy about, have just chosen not to go back to dating apps. There's just a mass exodus.
I think a lot of people just aren't dating now.
Yeah, that too. But there's just like a mass exodus in just like dating apps. So I mean, they're getting hit pretty hard.
I mean, you're paying for something that. I mean, I give it to you. If you paying and it worked. I mean, for some people, it definitely works.
You're paying for something that keeps you single, in my eyes.
Essentially,
I think so, because it just keeps you wanting to see who's next.
basically, and that's really it. And a lot of it too is just validation. But I do know some people who it actually works for. So,
I know one person it worked for.
is it Miles?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout out my son.
Consistently?
Consistently.
Yeah.
That's where he gets his shorties from.
Really?
Damn near.
Have you ever used it?
What, Tinder?
No. Bumble.
Nah, never.
Oh.
Oh, he's never used Bumble. He's used Tinder before.
He's used Tinder.
Yeah. It's not Bumble. I've never downloaded Bumble. I've never used Bumble. Never.
How about Hinge? Have you ever used Hinge?
Nah, I never used Hinge.
What? So only dating apps you ever used were Tinder.
Tinder. Yep.
Okay.
And that's
That's it.
really it.
I'm happy you haven't gone further. It's for the best.
Yeah, it's funny because like every once in a while, like if I'm bored, I'm like, damn, maybe I should download it just so I can look at some females.
Just to like see pictures and shit. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I just be like, yo, I'm bored, and then else. But
At that point, bro, you
I
might
have
as well
yet
just
to-
go to Google and just type up women and just see images.
yeah, I could.
Scroll
But I
through
guess
that.
like these women, I actually have a chance to like talking to.
I guess so. But do you even want to talk to them?
Yeah, I mean, if you're pretty enough, sure. I mean, you act. I ain't like actually chilling with these shorties. So it'd just be like
Typically,
typically.
like, what's the
texts on
point? I see that. What's the point of even hitting a girl up if you're?
Well, there's a reason why I didn't download it, right? So it shows that I was like, yeah, it makes no sense for me to download it just so I could, you know what I'm saying?
But you can do it just to look at them,
Yeah,
like you were saying.
I could, but there was a reason why I never followed through with said plan. There's a reason why it's always just been a thought, and then it never happened. Because essentially, I'm like similar to you. If I wanted to, I guess I did think it's like for me to download it just because I'm currently bored right now, and I want to see some females. Probably it's just like it's not like
no,
it's kind of like you know what I'm saying.
There's better reasons.
Yeah,
There's definitely.
So then
I could accept it if you're on a trip. You move to a new location.
I do think if I travel, I'm probably gonna.
Yeah, I could accept it then. I could accept it then. But because you're bored at home on a Saturday,
yeah, type shit.
Then go read a book.
Type shit. Yo,
go outside, do something. Go do something else.
Productive.
Yeah.
But if I travel, I'm 9 out of 10. I'm gonna probably download like Tinder or Bumble, and kind of just see how it works.
You should also try Hinge too.
I probably won't.
You know, I've never used it before, so I don't know much about it.
I never used it either.
Why wouldn't you try it?
Because I don't want to make all these fucking accounts.
Oh, okay. You just want
just mad work.
So you just gonna do those two?
I might only do one.
Oh, so you might just do Tinder
or Bumble, one of the two.
You probably should just stick with Tinder then.
Could be.
If you have to choose between those two.
I heard in different countries like some are more popular than.
Yeah.
So like some countries, Bumble is more popular. So I just try.
The countries I think you would be interested in, I wouldn't. I don't think those are though.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You done your research on that though?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. All right, maybe not my research, but I watched the video and this dude was talking, and then he mentioned.
He said
Bumble is. He was like, here Bumble is much more. Is used a lot more than Tinder.
Oh.
So I guess I didn't fucking Google it and like research like that, but I was watching a video and he said it. So I was like, all right, say that.
All right. That's fine. I was just checking. I was curious because I know, there's a lot of travel places and stuff. So I just had to.
So it depends. But I at least try it in different countries, see how it works, see what it is.
You're better than me.
Worst come to worst, I would have had a couple of just.
You can at least meet friends that way, I think.
That's really my whole point. I mean, obviously, if you're in a different country, I would, at least me personally, I would like to go out and just talk to people.
True.
But I think that because of the world we live in, the digital world, and obviously there's more people online that you'll probably compare to who you're going to run into on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, why not just do both? I'm not going to rely on it. Don't get me wrong, because I know I still got to go out there. But it's more like I'm using it more like as a tool. It's not the main way, but it's just a little added something, and it could help.
You call that a force multiplier,
essentially.
Yeah. It just adds on to it. It's not what you're doing completely, but like
exactly,
you use it just.
It's not the main course, but like it's a good little side thing. Mm-hmm. So that's how I would use it. I definitely wouldn't put all my eggs into Tinder or Bumble. No.
Mm-hmm. So. Okay. Understood. Well, for the last question, what would you do if your girlfriend disliked your homies? And then, frankly, what we'll do, we'll just kind of like...
We'll just play off of that one. What would I do if my girl disliked my homies? I don't think I would... Not that I wouldn't do much. I think I would just talk to her. To be honest, you don't have to like my friends. Like, they're not your friends. They're my friends. But you do also got to understand, like, especially, like, the team. Like, I'm still going to hang out with them. And I'm going to let you know that. Like, they're still going to be my friends. We're still going to hang out and all that. You don't have to like them, but you just have to be cordial, So, like, if they throw a barbecue and we're invited, then we go. Like, you can't be in there wilding or arguing. You don't have to be buddy, but, like, you at least got to, like, fucking smile and wave and play the part.
What if she can't handle herself?
Then she got to go. Like, what do you mean you can't handle yourself? You're a whole adult. If you can't go to a function without getting into an altercation as an adult, that's already a problem. Regardless of male or female, you gotta get up. You gotta get out of my life, because you're just gonna cause some type of trouble. Uh-huh. So I just can't. But I would explain it to her. You don't gotta like my friends, and that's fine if you don't. I don't feel any type of way. They're definitely an acquired taste. I know they're all a little weird, including myself. So it makes sense.
if slowly over time she starts to treat you differently, and you begin to notice, would you then take change with that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, I just think why would she treat me? Why does she treat me different?
Well, she's upset that like
I still hang on my friend.
yeah.
So then, I'll probably end up having to cut her off. Because, like, that's just some weirdo shit. It's like, why are you know what I'm saying? And I could understand if my friends were just, like, horrible influences, and that's why you didn't like them.
Yeah.
Like, they were all, like, drug lords and trapping and doing a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Then I could be like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe but, like, none of my friends do any of that. We're all like relative. Everyone got a job. Everyone's working legal jobs. Like everyone has their head on straight. Everyone is going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm like, well, I know they're not bad influences.
Yeah.
So it's like, why don't you like them? Like, why wouldn't you like them? If you don't, fine. But like, you just got to be cordial. And if you're gonna treat me differently because these are my friends, then we probably shouldn't be dating.
Yeah.
Just find somebody else type shit.
Just let her go.
Yeah,
Just let her go.
How about you?
I'm in the same boat, man. I'm in the same boat. It's taken me a long time in my life. I personally feel like it's a long time. Maybe it hasn't been that long, but to get to the point where I'm just perfectly fine with just letting go like that. But if I really,
It's hard, but like, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah. And I believe in the scenario I had originally brought to you. She's like the perfect girl. She's like
Yeah, your scenario, you said she was wifey.
Yeah, she was like
she
everything
was
you
wifey,
wanted.
everything you wanted, everything you liked, but the only problem was she didn't like your friends. What would you do? And it's hard to let a girl like that go if she's truly wifey. But if she can't at least keep it cordial, then you gotta go. You don't gotta like them, but just keep it cordial. That's it.
Yeah.
Just keep it cordial. You don't gotta have conversations with them, but when you see them, hey, hello, be nice. You don't even gotta talk for the whole function.
What if her argument is, because I've heard girls say this before, and I personally think I think this is wild, but like this is what they do anyway. What if she's like, well, I should be your friend, like you don't need them, like you have me.
I mean, you'll be one of my friends.
No, but like I should be your friend though, like me.
My one and only friend.
Yeah. She's just like, yeah, it's just.
No, that's not. No. Fuck that. Nah, you can't be my friend.
No, why not? Why not?
That's just not what it. No.
But she's the only person.
Because
there are
certain things that I can do with the boys I just can't do with my girl. Or
She
just
provides you
wouldn't be the
everything you
same.
possibly need.
Yeah, but the conversations aren't the same. The banter aren't the same. Like, I could, honestly, and this is just how friendships are, and especially male friendships, I could damn near call anyone on the team, low-key curse them out, and then I know the next time I talk to them, it's no bad blood, and we're all cool, and that's just how we joke. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, if I was to ever do that to my girl, it'd be a serious problem. She'd be like, yo, what's she wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, just certain things I say to my male friends,
You can't get away with.
Yeah.
Never get away with.
And and there's also like just events. Like, I don't mind watching like sports or football like with my girl, but like imagine watching it with a team with people who actually know more about
what's
football.
going
Now
on.
she might know about football depending on who she is and stuff like that. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's just different when you're like hanging around the boys and it's just like a certain type of feel and vibe that that essentially I won't be able to necessarily get from a girl. Yeah. Just like there's certain things that she can provide me that the boys can't.
True.
So that's why I feel like you need
both sides.
You need the balance. And I do also think absent makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes, it does.
And it's good that essentially in your relationship y'all both
should have people outside.
Other people outside of each other.
Yes.
So like you shouldn't be solely relying on me to give you entertainment and vice versa. And there would be times where she go out with her friends.
You should
and
be
have
able
fun.
to provide your own entertainment, but you should be able to go out there and make other friends.
Make other friends or have other friends or have other relationships with people.
Yes, it's on you to like harbor those and like foster them and make sure. That shows that you're a well put together and well adjusted human being at the end of the day.
And also you're not relying on someone. 'Cause at that point, if we're each other's only friend,
that's not a good look, bro.
Yeah,
that's not a good look. That's where couples, if you rely too much on each other, eventually the whole relationship will break down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can still be my friend. I'm cool with that. Like, yeah. But, like, I need other friends. Like,
now, does that change? I get that's with guy friends. Now, does that change with girlfriends that you have?
What?
Now I know you don't have many girlfriends, but for the few girlfriends that you do have, if you had your girl and she had the same complaints, but they were for the female friends, you dropping them?
Yeah, I'm more likely to drop the female friends, and that's solely because I don't want her having male friends.
So you're trying to be fair. You're trying to.
It kind of goes both ways.
So it benefits you at the end.
Yeah. So like, if she cuts off all, like, if I was like, yo, I don't like you hanging out with, and she cuts off all her male friends for me, and then now she's like, well, I don't want you hanging out with her and her and her, then I'll be like, all right. So I would try to, maybe I wouldn't completely cut it off, but I would definitely talk to the female friends I have and just like explain to them the situation and stuff. I would still try to leave it on like good terms, because of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. How about you?
No.
Nah, you wouldn't.
Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't because I actually now have come to the conclusion that female friendships, at least in my eyes, actually are quite important to have, and I think having them or not having them is at disadvantage at times.
In your opinion, what makes it so important to have it?
I get to get their opinions. And I know sometimes they give ridiculously stupid opinions, but like I do think they have valid thoughts at times.
So you don't think your girl can give you said opinion?
No, my girl definitely can, but like there's maybe certain things that I want to ask that I'm not gonna want to go my girl to. Now I know myself, I ain't gonna do nothing out of pocket because they're just female friends. I'm more likely to keep because I'm also not attracted to them. So chances are these girls aren't gonna be like as pretty as my girl would be. But
that's fair.
If she's genuinely uncomfortable about like specific ones, then okay, cool. I'll like get rid of those people, I guess, if I genuinely had to. But I wouldn't stop myself from having female friends. I wouldn't stop myself from just an entire gender. Just like I as unfortunate as it would be, I would still have to be fair with her. I would allow her to have specific male friends.
Oh, so you would actually, in this case, you would actually allow her to have male friends. Okay, that's fair. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But it's like on a select basis then.
Yeah, because we both have to be respectful.
Comfortable and respectful.
Yeah. So communication has to be like on point with that and everything. Like I'd have to talk to her and she'd have to understand and we'd both have to kind of like go through it. I think it can be done. It would just take some time and effort on both sides.
Okay. That's fair. How would you feel if your girl, she was great, perfect, all of that, but she ain't like your family?
That's a little bit tough one. If she didn't like my family to the point where she couldn't get along with them?
She just like wasn't a fan of them.
So,
I mean, like, she'd be like beefing sometimes.
Nah, yeah, you gotta go at that point. Cause like if I bring you to like Christmas or something,
Like,
we take like a group photo, you're not gonna be looking at.
She like sitting there with like a straight face.
Yeah, you're not. You can clearly tell when someone doesn't want to be somewhere.
What if she keeps it cordial?
All right, then no, I'm cool with
So
that. If you can keep it cordial, and just like be respectful to people and such, because you're my perfect woman at the end of the day. You're really just supposed to love me. So like, okay, cool. As long as you're good to me, then thank you.
Then we're straight, essentially.
But yes, you can keep it cordial and not be disrespectful to anybody, and just I'm perfectly fine with that. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What if your mom's didn't like her?
Was she a good woman?
Yeah, you, like she seems like a perfect woman to you, but then you brought her home one day. You brought her home. You, your mom, her. You guys had a great time, but then after she called you and she was like, "Hey Trey, like, I just gotta let you know that like I just don't like
approve.
Yeah, like I don't approve of her. I don't like her."
I'd listen to her. I'd take her words into consideration. However, I wouldn't let that change my relationship status. So I'd appreciate my mom's output, but like
you wouldn't just break up with her.
No. Only if she was like genuinely being a bad woman to me. So like if what my mother was telling me was all things that like
she was actually doing.
Yeah. Then all right, cool. You're correct. Like she's doing things that she shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
However, if that's the vice versa, and it's quite clear, maybe there's things that she might be overthinking a thing or two, and then I think I'd probably, because at the end of the day, it is your relationship, and you kind of got to defend.
That is true.
Would you?
What are you gonna say?
Would you do all those same things in the questions that you asked?
Essentially, if my girl, guess the first one was if my girl didn't like my family.
Yeah.
That would suck. I'd be highly upset because I'm pretty close with my family.
Yeah. You are a family.
But yeah, but I would as long as she's cordial, it's fine.
But if
To
she
be
wasn't
honest, you don't gotta like nobody. You just gotta like me. And as long as you're cordial with the other people that I deem important,
Yeah.
then fine, cool. Okay. It's really once you start, arguing, causing drama, like that's when.
So if she can't keep it cordial, you can't do it.
Nah, not at all. Because it's just like too much. Like imagine taking your girl to a family function and like you and her mom. Yeah. Like her and your mom are both like arguing and screaming at each other.
I'd be upset.
Yeah, bro. I'd be very upset. If she was going out with like my sisters or something like that, I'd be like, yo, what is happening? Yeah. This is supposed to be Thanksgiving. Why are we doing this? Yeah. And it'd just be too much drama, and I just don't want to. Especially
it'd
because
be a headache, bro.
Yeah, it's because like I could also, even if she's a great woman, I can replace you. I can't replace my family.
No, yeah. You're not gonna get another moms or pops, bro,
or sister. Or whatever.
Not
like,
gonna
that's
happen.
just what it is.
Yeah, what you have is what you have.
Yeah, and that kind of goes similar to like my friends because of the type of friendships that we have. It's like
it's very hard to replace those.
Extremely. You know what I'm saying? I know Jaden since I was 6.
You can't replace that, bro.
It's hard.
That's time.
So that's why 9 out of 10. She probably gonna have to go because I could definitely replace her compared to my family. I could replace her compared to a 15+ year friendship that I've had with my friends. So it'd be hard. All she gotta do is keep it cordial.
I hope your future wife doesn't watch that.
What?
He was like, I could just replace her.
Yeah, I know. I make it sound
like she's so replaceable.
But it's all right. It's kind of foul, but like it's the truth, bro. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Say the truth hurts, right?
Exactly. It's the truth. Everyone to a certain extent is replaceable. And I think it's just how they come across in your life and what they offer you in your life. And even though she's a great woman, if you're causing a headache, you can't keep peace.
Yeah. You're not on the.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're just not on the.
Especially because like you're the odd one out. Like you were.
Everyone else is cool.
Exactly.
Everyone else is cool in it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now there's problems. Yeah. Problems that were never there before.
And like the common denominator.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately you, Sean.
Who recently showed up into
type shit. It's like everyone else was already here.
You. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we kind of know who the culprit is. After a while,
you're messing up the party.
Well, we can't do much about that.
How you do with your friends? Oh, I didn't answer the other one. If my parents or my family didn't like her, I would similar to you, I would take what they say into consideration, but that wouldn't be my final. Like I wouldn't break up with her just because they didn't like her. Mm-hmm. I would definitely take what I said into consideration. I would try to look for the things that they said. Or try to just be like aware of it and see if that's even true or not.
A little bit more vigilant.
Yeah. But overall, I wouldn't just let them control it.
You like break up with her next day because of that conversation.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would take what they say with with consideration. I'll bring it back and I'll just be more observant and kind of see how it is. If everything they're saying is true and she's actually just like not good, then yeah, I would break up with her. But if they tell me one thing and I'm like observing her and that's like the complete opposite, then I'm like, all right, well. So I would keep her.
Okay. Were you going to ask something else?
Yeah, what would you do if your friends didn't like her? Like if the team just didn't like your girl.
But she was a good woman?
Yeah. But the team was like, yo, bro, she's trash.
Where was the relationship cordial when like hung out? Is that
Yeah, I don't really see anyone from the team at least really causing a problem if they don't like the girl.
Pressing her when they see her, bro.
Type shit.
Yeah, I can't see anybody from the team doing that.
Like,
shit.
like if they don't like her, they'll let you know after.
Yeah, they'll tell
like
me
when it's just y'all,
yeah.
They'll be like, yo, listen, like yo, shorty, bro. Yeah, but I don't really see anybody because there have been exes of people in the group that we were not the fondest of, And we were never disrespectful to her. We were never causing any type of animosity to her. But best believe when it was just the boys, they knew how we truly felt about said person.
Okay.
But in the moment, the boys are going to be cordial. And I'm assuming she's probably going to be cordial because she likes them, but they just don't fuck with her.
Well, if it's that case, then I'd take their words, of course, into consideration, but I'd still keep with Shorty. And then eventually, if she were to do something that y'all have been saying that, hey, she's going to do this, I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all were right. But otherwise, I would stick with her until, well, I chose otherwise. Yeah.
I do the same thing. Yeah. I would still, because I know in that case, they'd be cordial. I don't really see anybody, I've never seen anyone on the team flip out when someone's a girl.
Yeah, especially on wearing it like wasn't pressed up on them in the first place.
Like, you got to do something. Yeah. She would have had to do something in order for them to act.
We're defensive
out of character.
We're not the aggressors.
Nah. No one really is. Yeah. Now we have the ability to be aggressive.
Yes.
We really just
only a push though.
We really just be chilling.
Yeah.
And kind of like I said, due to past circumstances, I already know the team, they ain't going to be hostile with your girl. They're going to let you know after, though. Without a doubt. They're going to let you know.
Which is fine, because that's what men usually do. Exactly. It's like, listen, we won't do it in front of the ladies or nothing, but we'll talk.
What is just us?
Yeah, we'll talk with us.
Your girl's trash.
Yeah. I know what it is. I'm just telling you what it is.
I'm just letting you know what it is. You might be upset with me, but I'm going to let you know. I don't like her.
Yeah.
So,
not fond of this one.
Yeah. But I would do the same thing. I would definitely just take it into consideration. And but I wouldn't break up with her right there and that just cause.
All right, word. Well, shit, we are coming to the end of the show. We have closing advice. So, do you have anything?
Do I have any advice? We should really start writing down before the show. Advice.
The generic stuff isn't too bad too.
Yeah, but the generic stuff is just.
Sometimes you need the generic stuff, Tyler. Sometimes the generic stuff gets you through the day.
Yeah, I guess. My advice today, I'm not even sure if this is advice, but I'm going to give you all a Bible quote. It's John 13:7. It goes, Jesus said, "You do not understand what I'm doing now, but someday you will." And I use that to kind of give me a little bit of motivation because there's many times I'm going through life and I don't really know if I'm on the right track. I'm not really know why certain things are happening to me. But I put my trust and faith in God, and I say, one, you should too, and understand that God has a plan for you, has a plan for everybody. And just because you're in a very unfortunate place right now, it doesn't mean that you're going to stay there. And also, the place you're in now might be what you need in order to get over that extra hump and to get what you truly been asking God for. So that would be my advice.
It's pretty good advice, man. Anyway, I don't think it was generic at all.
Nah, I tried not to be generic. Yeah, that's why. That's why.
My advice would be essentially quite generic. Go after your dreams. Go after your dreams and aspirations, man. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, the only person who could stop you is you.
No, that's true.
I'm telling you, man, it's a good advice at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's good advice, but Nate, we'd have probably said that shit 3-4 times.
And you could say 1,000 more, and it'll still be.
Well, I guess we all know what Trey's advice is for the next 100 episodes.
Well, it's not gonna be for 100, but maybe next 4 or 5.
I'm gonna remember this and see if you say the same exact thing.
We'll see.
What was your advice last week? Do you remember?
I don't remember my advice any week. I'm just winging it, man. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
You're lucky I give advice. That's really.
You're like, facts. I don't even get paid, man.
I don't even get paid for this, man. I don't even get paid. That is hilarious.
That's funny.
Right. We thank y'all for watching.
For real.
Thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate your support. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. Check out our other YouTube channels. We have NOA Podcast Shorts, NOA Adventures, as well as NOA Reacts. Please subscribe to all the channels. Subscribe to the main NOA Podcast YouTube channel for exclusive content, such as the Wednesday show. You can find us on Instagram at NOA_podcast. You can check us out on TikTok
however long that
you know what I'm saying? That would be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. Once again, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.